From the moment I walked in the doors, I felt loved and cared for. And I feel like the Center for Change is able to create this safe environment where the healing process can really start to take place.
A big thing was when I did the tour here of just seeing the hope in the faces of the people who were here and seeing, that I could see a light in their face again. I could see that they had hope for themselves, that this could.
The program is built in such a way that there's a strong sense of community and sisterhood among the patients that are here.
Our patients have a difficult time expressing their emotion. We found that having a broad array of experiential expressive therapies to augment the evidence-based treatments have been very helpful for our patients. Make treatment not only more efficacious, more effective with a better outcome, but also makes treatment more fun and enjoyable.
Developed a comprehensive body image program here. I educate the women on the media, the diet industry, on obesity, plastic surgery, you name it, we cover it.
Since the center opened, we've actually been treating active duty military members with command referral, but since 2011, we obtained TRICARE certification. We're able to treat dependents of military members as well.
And so they don't just gain trust in us as a treatment team, but they also have learned to trust their parents.
There were a lot of family issues that really fed my eating disorder for a lot of years. And I think that one thing that helped me was the family aspect that the Center for Change allows patients to work through.
As an adolescent comes into our program, they're evaluated for medical necessity, so they may start on the inpatient program. When they are on the inpatient program, they are seen individually 4 times a week in therapy. One of those sessions is a family session. In addition to the individual and family sessions, the patients receive group therapy, and because of their adolescence, we're trying to help them with skills of activities of daily living, trying to help them develop emotional regulation. We offer DBT groups, CBT, and they also have experiential and recreational activities, along with helping them learn appropriate exercise and movement.
Some of those groups include a ceremonial group that was started by our founders, and it's an experiential group that allows the women to process at a more at a deeper level. And so it really focuses on getting out of talking and getting out of their heads and actually getting into movement. And what we find with that group is that it allows incredible access to emotion and understanding.
They get their treatment while they're here, but it's not just here. It doesn't end when they leave here. So it's something that needs to be continued on after they leave and go home. I love that they tell me how they're doing. I love that they share their stories with me. They share their successes and their struggles. And it's definitely the part of the job that I like the best.
I feel we have the best people on the planet. Our employees are experienced, they're experts in what they do, they're kind, they're good-hearted, and they work well together as a team. They have longevity, they've been here. One of the best things about the center is the leadership and the stability and the ability to improve over time because you have the same people learning year after year together and working as a team.
And so that's where my belief that families are the greatest assets and that there's no shame or blame, because I've been able to be a resource to my sister, and she's also been able to use the resources at the Center for Change. Right there, I see the power, and I'm excited to come to work every day.
Under a new challenge, it's like I look upon the past and I realize the things that I've already accomplished, and I just kind of tell myself I can do hard things. I feel like I'm in a place where I'm stronger emotionally and mentally than I've ever been. I struggled for an eating disorder for probably almost 15 years, and I feel like right now I'm in a place where I think very little about food and what I'm going to eat or not going to eat, about when I'm going to exercise next, or about my body image. I feel like now I have the tools and the skills that I need to combat any of those negative thoughts that come into my mind and to resolve the problems that are kind of underlying the eating disorder.
About the recovery process?
I want them to know that there's hope, that recovery is possible, even for those who have suffered for a long time. I'd want others suffering to know that recovery is possible, and at times it will probably be difficult and maybe even scary, but life without an eating disorder is full and exciting and beautiful. If you're suffering from an eating disorder, don't wait to seek help. You'll probably never feel like you're thin enough or that you're sick enough or that you deserve the help, but the fact that you exist means that you are enough. And I would encourage family members and friends not to wait to express their concern for those that they love. Another part that I feel like was key to my recovery is through all of these therapies, I was able to finally find my voice. And that was one of the biggest breakthroughs for me. And to me, finding my voice was realizing that my thoughts and my opinions mattered, and that I mattered, and that it was okay for me to take up space in this world, and that it was okay for me to exist and to be who I am. The Center for Change is really invested in your recovery. I feel like they're going to be here for you from the minute you walk in the door until you leave, and they're not going to stop there. They're here for you, they're invested in you, and they care about your recovery process. I feel like because I came to the Center for Change, I'm able to enjoy a lot of blessings in my life. I have a husband who loves me and respects me. I have 3 beautiful boys that I was able to bring into the world because I was able to take care of myself physically from the skills that I learned at Center for Change. I have a career teaching children that I love, and I've even been able to pay it forward by helping out others who are struggling. And I wouldn't be able to enjoy all of these things in life had I not started the recovery process here at Center for Change.
I think the transitioning from the inpatient, very strict, very regimented routine to giving a little bit of freedom slowly back was very helpful, because you think you come to recovery and you think you're better, but I think the therapists and everyone on your treatment team knows way better than you. And the slow progression back into making your own decisions was probably the most beneficial to me.
I remember telling my mom that I feel very comfortable in my own skin, that I feel confident, that I feel like I have something to offer the world. And even though I finished treatment in 2003, I just remember in 2008 being like, you know, anything that comes my way, I could handle it.
I've been here since 1999. It's the only place I want to work. I love working with the staff. I love working with the patients. They're the most amazing women in the world. I mean, they're gifted, they're talented, and they're scared, and they need help, and we've dedicated our center, our lives to helping them.
Well, let me start over. One of the advantages at Center for Change is having all of these different levels of care on site in the same place, on the same grounds, because we don't have to send people elsewhere to different facilities and different places to continue their care. And one of the great things about that is that when they pick up a treatment team, they're able to keep that treatment team all the way through the different levels of care and not have to start over in relationship.
I love working at Center for Change. I first started working at Center for Change as a trainee many years ago, and when I first started, I was struck by the spirit that is present at this treatment facility. I was struck by the passion of the providers, and what I have grown to appreciate more in the years that I have been here is that there is a deep passion and an appreciation and a respect for the struggles that people have with eating disorders, and that concern and that respect and that passion is apparent throughout Center for Change. I see it with all employees, and that's what makes Center for Change a really special and unique place.
Our recreational therapies, we have a lot of outings and opportunities for our clients to be able to go out and to participate in life again, and to see that they can have fun and have passion and be creative and embrace things in life that are good instead of just the eating disorder.